Welcome back, friends, to another The City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnium video. Lids87 here, and in today's video, friends, we are going to be looking at the first trailer of Aranea's skills. This is more of like a reaction trailer slash analysis of what they revealed so far for Aranea. Now, I will let you guys know that so far in this video and this trailer from Twitter, they did not reveal her EX ability. So I will be mainly judging her first and second skill and what that does to her HP attack and brave attack abilities. Now, I will say this, friends, that I'm saying this is like a reaction because I have a base idea of what she does. Okay, when the trailer went live on Twitter, I was at work and it was actually pretty busy at work, and I was only able to catch quick glimpses of her, of what she did. So I have a general idea of what she does, but nothing in fine detail, friends. So in this video, we're gonna look at the trailer in its entirety. Then we're gonna go back because they do have descriptions of what her Dragoon Dive and High Wind do. So that being said, first things first, it is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, guys. We got a little bit of wine. Gotta be a little classy today. All right, friends. So let's get into it. Let's check it out. Now I will be Actually, before I get into it, though, I will say that again, today is mainly her skill one and skill two. Okay, this is in tomorrow, the following day, they should be revealing her EX weapon. So when that happens, I will then make another trailer 2 reaction video slash analysis, and I give my opinions on her as a unit in her entirety. So tonight, again, friends, tonight will be mainly her skills. But let's get into it, friends. Let's go. Let's get started. I'm eager to see what she actually does now that I have the time to actually sit here and pause it and read what it does. So again, we're gonna watch the entire trailer first, and then we're gonna go back and see what it does. So here we go, friends. Hmm. Okay. Splash inflicts break. That was pretty cool. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let me turn on the volume, friends. Okay, so not bad. Not bad. I guess damage wise, I'm not blown away, but at the same time, look at the bottom right hand corner. EX weapon maxed unrealized. And non-boosted characters in play. So she's non-synergy, so she's is not boosted from said event. Now, of course, it says development build footage, content subject to change. All right, friends. So let's go through. That was interesting. I saw some few frame buffs. I saw some few frame debuffs. That was interesting. Her abilities changed based off of some stacking mechanic now that we're seeing. So Dragoon Dive. Okay, now we can actually go back and pause this. Dragoon Dive. So 6 turns Magitech Armament. So Magitech Armament 20%, 20%. So attack 20%, max brave 40%, speed 20%, brave regen 6% of int brave. So without 15 CP, so we're not going to look at that, the 20, 20, 10, 30 without 15 CP because you want to max her out, right? Have everything maxed out for her. So you do want her 15 CP weapon for this. So 40% attack, 40% max brave, 20% speed, not bad. And she does grant herself brave regen. Now this isn't a frame buff, so it looks like we can uh, stack other buffs with this. So that'll be very interesting. Pair up with Rosa right off the bat because of that brave regen. That'll be beautiful. Okay, so once she grants herself Magitech Armorant, 6 hit Brave plus HP Tech, 150% overflow, critical damage plus 50% damage if inflicting break to target, self 4 turns overclock, 2 without 15 CP. So, okay, so just maxed out. So for 4 turns, she grants herself another unique buff called overclock. So right off the bat, just off of Dragoon Dive, she already has 2 frame buffs. That's very interesting. So an additional 30% attack up. Brave Overflow plus 30% in upgrades abilities, so to their plus variants. Okay, interesting. So Magitech Armament and Overclock. So she's getting 70% attack up, and that's if you break a target. Okay, so her kit seems to be breaking. Her kit seems to revolve around breaking units. Okay, okay. So let's keep going. Right? Very interesting. So I mean, 30K, that's nothing special, but again, it says EX weapon max, but unrealized. So Dragoon Dive Plus, 6 turns Magitech. She will still grant herself up her unique buff, her Magitech armament. 6 hit brave plus HP tech, 180% overflow. Delays target for 2 turns. What? Delays target for 2 turns, guys. Delays target for 2 turns. Come on now. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, but does not grant overclock. Okay, so in order to grant herself overclock, this has to be in its base form. Very interesting. Now it says during overclock, so you have to have overclock. It seems like. Okay, so okay, we those buffs are just repeated. Very interesting. Very interesting. Does this revert back to its Dragoon Dive, its original state? So just off the bat with Dragoon Dive Plus, I love the fact that she can delay the target's 2 turns. That's very powerful. That is very powerful. Let's keep going, friends. I like that. I do like that for sure. Hmm. Okay. So she still has it. So boost Lance. So her Brave attack and HP attack turn into boost Lance and high boost Lance. So high turn rate, overclock, upgrades ability. So during overclock, okay. So even this one, where'd it go? So this is during overclock. So as long as she has overclock, then this happens. Okay, makes perfect sense. So she has to have overclock. She has to break a target. She gets overclock for 4 turns, and she gets Dragoon Dive Plus and her other abilities and boost lance and high boost lance. Okay, very interesting. So I guess it can be limited. You have to break a target with her Dragoon Dive in order for her, at least her first ability, to start kicking off. So will her additional ability reset Brave or reset the break status? Okay, so high boost Lance. So during overclock, it's a 2-hit Brave plus single target HP attack with a 10% splash damage. If inflicting break or attacking enemy afflicted with break, splash HP damage increases to 30%. Okay, so I mean that's going to be a huge majority of the time. So you're going to be dealing either 10% splash damage or 30% splash damage. That's not bad. That okay. I don't mind. It kind of reminds me of Squall a little bit, right? His HP attack plus. So she's got splash built into her kit, which is great. Does she just break everybody? That's pretty nice. Okay, so then they went back to their normal. Okay, so her second ability, High Wind, cancels target's break at base, guys. What is she, Vayne? This is Vayne. This is Vayne, guys. Come on. Target 2 turns, a Vital Crusher. Vital Crusher, Brave damage received becomes critical. Guaranteed critical? That usually doesn't happen. That usually happens. So criticals happen usually when the target is already broken. Your damage becomes critical. So that extra 1.5 extra damage to the enemy, brave damage at least. So inflicting the enemy with vital critical, you're always going to be guaranteed criticals. Pair up, give her Cloud's bonus sphere, which increases critical damage. Or I believe Tifa's does that also, and her brave damage is going to be doing crazy amounts of damage with criticals. That's pretty interesting. But the fact that it cancels the target's break status. Okay, so it's a six hit group brave plus single target HP attack, 150% overflow, critical damage plus 50%, 50% splash damage. That's good. So per high boost lands, her HP attack plus, so to say, has 30% splash, and this at base has a 50% splash HP damage. If inflicting break on target, there's that overclock again, 4 turns overclock. So it's very interesting. So this is just a buff. It's not a stackable buff like other units. It's just an automatic 4 turns buff. And then that's when we can see that her max potential comes out is when she has her overclock buff. Very interesting. Very interesting. So it seems like that's what her kit is going to revolve around. High Wind Plus. Okay, so this will still inflict the Vital Crusher. So, oh wow, so now with High Wind Plus 80% HP splash damage, that's just 20% shy of 100% AoE HP damage, guys. I'm curious on how much or how good her overflow. 150% max brave overflow. I'm what is her max brave stat at? Because if she has good max brave, 80% splash HP damage, right? It's almost Renzo Kugan. Because Squall's Renzo Kugan does 100% HP splash damage. Very interesting. Cancels target's break. Guys, that's really strong. Now I will okay. I guess I'll give my 2 cents afterwards. So high wind plus, okay. So they seem to just be showing off her abilities. Hmm. Now it seems like she will be having her mask, right? Now you guys are seeing this, right? 15. 15 uses of her ability. She's a Final Fantasy 15 character. All right, guys. So now, okay, so just my 2 cents so far. Okay, friends, just based off of just her Dragon Dive and High Wind, based off of her Overclock, which that's honestly that's the majority of her kit because that's what her abilities will revolve around. Okay? I'm not biased towards her. Again, like when she was revealed, I wasn't that crazy about her. I'm not gonna lie because I was actually looking forward to like someone like Nanaki or Thunder God Sid or what's his face, Delita. Then I would have been very biased. Like yes, pull, absolutely pull. But since I am not biased, I guess I could give you guys my honest opinion, and I will say that so far her kit looks very interesting. The fact that she can delay the targets by 2 turns when she's in her Dragoon Dive Plus, when her Overclock buff is active, that's pretty strong. A unit that can delay the target, especially during the Chaos era, that's very strong. It's like Quist is in a Dragoon form. And her second ability can re-break the target. It's like Vayne and Noelle being able to re-break the target. It's like an additional delay to the enemy. So that's so far I'm liking the kit, okay? In my opinion, that's pretty strong. So now we have to wait to see what her EX weapon will do for her EX plus and her limit breaks 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, and her additional ability. I'm curious to see if her additional ability will extend the duration of overclock or it will automatically give her like, I don't know, 4 to 6 turns of her overclock buff just by using an additional ability. Because that's the first thing that pops in my mind. I guess an additional like two other things that pop into my mind could be just increasing her own attack and max spray for a few turns. And last but not least, which is like really out there in the ballpark, is maybe refreshing one use of either Dragon Dive or High Wind. That again, that's out of the ballpark, but I think most likely it'll probably give her her overclock buff for a few more turns, kind of like Machina. When Machina has his awakening buff, his additional ability gives him additional turns of his awakening buff. Now with her EX ability, it's probably going to play around overclock, maybe out of 2 out of 3. Get it at EX plus 2 out of 3. She will start the quest with overclock right off the bat. All right, friends. So we will have to wait until they reveal that video, and then I'll give my 2 cents finally if you guys should really pull for Aranea. Because right now, truth be told, the fact that she can delay and re-break the target, that's good. That's pretty damn good. There's going to be another character later down the line that kind of does that. It's going to be Lightning with her EX Plus and rework. And Lightning, if anybody pays attention to the JP side of the game, she becomes really, really broken later down the line. She could even solo some of the Dimensions End stages, one of them being like FEOD 4, for example, over on JP. So if I will say this though, if they give Aranea a free turn with her EX Plus upon breaking an enemy, right? She gets no action delay and a free turn, kind of like lightning or jack. Then I will say, then okay, I would highly recommend you guys seriously consider pulling for Aranea. But again, friends, we will have to wait to see what her EX ability and EX plus limit breaks will do for her kit. All right, friends. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys think so far. Again, friends, I will with this video, I will cover the next video when it comes out, the next trailer. I will be pulling for RNA. I will have a pull video, and then I am planning on releasing a showcase video to kind of help you guys even further decide if you guys will pull for RNA if you're not a hardcore fan and if she's not your waifu. All right, friends. So again, down below in the comments what your thoughts are so far about RNA's kit. All right, friends. So until next time, good luck and have a good one.